game number 2 has begun. Down here in the bottom left is our OGS player. Goma. Which means little boy. Down here at the upper right is going to be looking like our favorite thus far. He is
Maka Prime V.
One-on-one map, excuse me. I'm curious to see how they're going to open. I like Goma's position with the depot here. You might think this doesn't mean anything. He actually puts this up so that if a player does decide to send anything into his base and hide it over here, in this region over here, or in this case, this region, the depot is just going to spot it.
That's right, and it even has some ramifications a little bit later on. Let's say he goes for a 4 Hellion drop, which isn't unheard of. If he drops off in that corner, Goma will see it as it's unloading, because normally you want to get all your Hellions out because of the kind of slow unloading speeds in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Before you show them, so just a well-placed depot.
So we won't see much for a little bit here. By the way, excuse me. I feel like we're doing a better job casting today. Thank God we're not doing those 9 best of 3s in one day.
When you do nothing but cast StarCraft for 3 days in a row and don't get any sleep.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't go quite as well.
Doesn't go quite as well. I feel like this is going much smoother. I'm much more rested now.
That's right. 13 hours of sleep tasteless. Man, I had never slept that much. God.
That's more than news anchors do on the night of elections.
Yep.
So, as you can see, the SCV moving out, and they're both going to scout each other roughly the same time.
Some Marines being made. Probably chase out the SCVs before truly showing their tech roots.
Right.
Of course, if you know something's coming, you can crush it.
Looks like he's going to get this SCV. Goma trying to just see if he can do a little bit of back and forth and get around. He does not.
Maka's does make it out, though.
Yep. One small lead here for Maka. Factory on the way.
And same with Maka.
Yeah.
Quite mirrored builds so far.
Remember, everybody at home, you can send in your questions, assuming this is live. You're watching this live. And we will ask, or John or Jay will pick out the best questions, our double J's, and we can have Artosis ask them for you.
There we go. You got it out.
I got it out finally. I was struggling there, Artosis.
Yeah. Double gas for both players going up.
So the factory completes. Where will the tech tree go from here? Note Maka playing very cautiously. He does get a bunker. That can usually be a tell that he's going to tech something. In this case, he's going to get a factory. We did see him go Marine tank last time. Yep. Meanwhile,
yeah, with that quick starport, also making a Hellion. A Hellion can be pretty good. Send it up. Normal timing attack could be 4 Marines and a Hellion. Just a little bit of pressure if they don't have the bunker. You can crush through if it's just Marines. Fortunately for Maka, he does have that bunker, so he's completely ready. Putting up that starport, so I think we're going to see the same build out of Maka Prime this game.
Yep.
And it definitely could be the same build out of Goma as well. Now, will he be able to kill as many SCVs this time? That remains to be answered.
Yeah, because he got so many SCVs the previous time. Maka's build is growing in popularity on the Korean server. A Marine, a tank, expand. But it's still not as popular as this Banshee build, which has basically been around since the beginning. This is the build I tend to use a lot.
You know, these are basically the 2 standard builds of Terran vs. Terran. You know, Viking tank, very good synergy. And of course, making Banshees is good in pretty much every matchup. You know, flying cloaked DTs are pretty awesome. Goma is getting that cloak, by the way. 2 Vikings coming out for Maka very much quicker. He may send those in the Banshee flight paths to try to catch it, make it cloak early, and thus totally minimize the damage. And I think that's probably what we're going to see out of Maka.
Well, it's really smart to do something like that because the Banshee, even though it can cloak, it can't cloak forever. It has to use up energy. So if he doesn't have enough energy at the time, he's going to try to run away, but he won't be able to go inside the base and actually damage his opponent. You can see the Vikings splitting up here.
Yeah, they want to find any quick Banshee. seriously, if they find it, it changes the entire game. This path, will a Viking go over it? No, it looks like he's just going to miss it. You know, it's hard to tell what path they'll go on. It's quite arbitrary.
Right. I wonder if perhaps it would have been better for him to just park this one over here and park this one over here.
Wanted to catch him a little bit earlier. Didn't work out for him. Here's the Banshee, and the Vikings are off, way off. So he's not going to be happy with that. He's going to be like, oh no. But here are some more Vikings, and he's going to try to catch this Banshee. It's going to get out of scan range, though, unfortunately.
Failure there.
He does have a second scan, so he's going to use that pretty quickly and kill this Banshee. Ooh, I like that snipe right there. Killing the SCV Making Engineering Bay.
He does have enough energy. I don't know why he's not actually just scanning.
I think he wants for the energy to actually run out, but then decides not to wait. Now, unfortunately for him, another Banshee is just about to enter his base, Tasteless. And he's not going to have the scan energy for this yet. It's going to take a while. A lot of SCVs could go down. Notice he shift clicks all those SCVs. That's what that red line is. Shift attack. Kill as many as possible. And Goma, on top of things, as they run away, chooses to attack different SCVs. And he has a lot of energy left on that Tasteless.
Yeah, that's not going away anytime soon.
So many kills.
The energy of the command center, he almost has enough to scan.
Has 9 kills. All of them. SCV's 10 kills. And it does go down as that next scan comes up.
And if you look at the difference, 32 SCVs to 12. Oh my god.
Awesome change here by Goma. I really like this. Making 3 barracks out there. I think he's just going to try to hit a timing. He is getting stim, where this timing is going to be designed to just try to run Maka over, because he is going to be a little bit light on units. He's made a lot of Vikings. Vikings only good against anti-air. Very situational where you can use them on the ground well. In fact, he's going to force another mule usage. Maybe
this
even
is smart.
Yeah, he could target a siege tank. Flies into that turret range. You got to be careful. They can see further than they can shoot.
Yeah. So we have a lot of Marines on the way over here.
That's right. Some Marauders as well. And that Banshee did more than you think. It actually saw exactly what Maka is doing. And Maka's moving out, Tasteless, and this could actually be quite bad.
This could be really bad.
You know, when he moves down there, Stim not quite done yet. Over halfway, though. But if he moves down too much, Stim could actually catch him off guard, kill all those units, and we would go on to a game 3.
All right, he's going to siege up.
Ooh, this is actually not the best decision.
Not a good idea. Maka, I think, is going to realize here, wait a minute. He's got a bunch of buildings out here, but he's now going to turn around.
When he sees all of these production facilities.
And there is no command center as well.
Yeah, that maybe should set him off.
This is pretty bad.
Yeah, I think when he's just waiting for Stim, then you put your SCVs in front to tank damage, and just kind of Stim attack move into that, spread on the way. And Maka's two more tanks are coming down, but I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this break from Goma. As long as those SCVs are in the front and not behind the Marines, which I have a bad feeling he may.
Yeah,
he does.
Once again, he's not using the SCVs properly here.
But they are tanking some of the damage, and that's even hurting his own Marines.
You know what? Maka's looking not as bad as I thought he would look.
Yeah.
In this battle, he's actually, considering the army size difference. Again, Goma keeps making this basic mistake. When you spring your SCVs, it's not like SCVs are really good just to have in a battle. They're just good to absorb the damage.
Exactly. There's an art to breaking tank lines, and you have to have that mastered in Terran vs. Terran.
Yeah.
It's costing Goma games. Now, Maka is deciding to expand. Meantime, Goma just making more and more units.
Then if Maka holds this attack off, then he's going to actually be in the lead.
No, Maka should realize, I think, that his opponent's a little bit all in. Yeah, he does notice this. Decides to go back, makes some more units of his own. Well, Maka, he has significantly less supply, 40 against 56. That's because so many units are being created. But if we look at the SCV counts, at this point, Goma is behind. He lost a lot of SCVs in that battle, and Maka's had 2 command centers in a while. It's 29 SCVs for Maka, 23 for Goma.
Does this actually block the command center?
I think it does. It? Oh, no.
I'm not even sure. I believe this actually blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's quite bad.
That's so embarrassing.
In fact,
yeah, he's going to make a command center over here.
He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's too bad. Maka right now, I like this move, Tasteless. He is moving down.
Yep.
With a Banshee, going to do some of his own harass. Maka not getting cloaked this game.
All right. He's going to get back inside this base. It's now Maka starting to start taking out SCVs. Go to the unit counting station. It's 33 to 22.
Yeah.
And it's actually Goma who's behind in SCVs. Oh my God. This is so bad right now.
Here we go, Tasteless. He's going to all in Maka's choke. Stemming up. Maka was not sieged at the moment. And he could be in trouble here. A lot more units for Goma, especially with this Banshee in there doing a lot of damage. Goma sieges up a couple tanks, keeps one unsieged. And Maka, can you hold it?
Maka looks like he's going to hold this, and that's going to be it. Maka barely surviving that. Talk about epic comeback.
Yeah, Maka played very good games there.
Yeah.
Both games, Goma gets ahead and actually loses his leads by incorrectly breaking siege tank lines. Definitely something he's going to have to work on.
Yeah. A lot of that came down, you can see he's just so frustrated with himself in the booth. He's got a good attitude about it, at least, looks like. But,
yeah.
It's one of those moments where it's like, oh, that's too bad. He was not using his SCVs right. For those of you at home that don't know, when you're going to break a tank line, so you have a bunch of siege tanks, right? There's like this no man's land in between you. You get a few SCVs because those units obviously are not going to be good at attacking. They're going to be good at being shot at by the tanks.
Yeah.
They use up one siege tank shot. Then when your army gets in there, you don't have to worry about that additional one or two siege tank shots that hit you before you get to a fight.
In siege mode, their firing rate is not very high.
No, it's not.
There's splash damage also when it's hitting SCVs. Your front SCVs that are attacking some of their units and deal additional damage to their units. It's kind of basics for StarCraft 1 players. I guess, Goma.
Maybe he was not a StarCraft 1 player.
Maybe
because
he was not.
That's a trick in StarCraft 1 as well.
There's a lot of pros named Goma, but I guess he was not one of them.
So, that's too bad. Goma, we hope to see you again in the GSL. We're going to take a quick little break here.
And have a little Maka Prime interview.
Yeah, Maka Prime interview. So send your questions in. This is the GSL. We love casting StarCraft. We're happy to do it for you guys. Much love from Korea. And feel free to come out to the studio whenever you want. It's free. You come say hi to Dan and me. We're going to take a quick break. Enjoy the interview. We'll be back soon.